to the Country Hipster Podcast. My name is Paul. I am the Country Hipster. That music you just heard was none other than the Unholy Four and their mega fucking hit song, Dirty Night. Check out the Unholy Four on Bandcamp and Spotify and Apple Music, and follow them on Instagram, and I think they're on YouTube and wherever you can find the Unholy Four. Podcast-specific promo code is turkey for the month of November. You get 15% off if you use turkey.
Is it the food or the country?
It's one and the same. Okay, it's like orange.
Yes.
You know, how do you spell the color and the fruit? It's the same way. You know. But
one's an uppercase letter if you're talking about the country.
Yeah, one of them's capitalized.
Unless you're starting the sentence.
So is this case sensitive?
it is not.
Okay.
It is not case sensitive. So turkey
Just
at
want to be
checkout
sure.
on the
Just wanna be
Ottsville
sure.
on
Yeah.
HottsvilleRecordGarage.com. We'll get you 15% off of your entire purchase during the month of November. All right, we got a bunch of co-hosts here today. It's a very crowded table. Number one, we are guests at Naked Brewing, right? Just Naked Brewing in Bristol, PA on Mill Street. So we are on location today, which is very excited. This is like our third on location episode. It's more. You weren't at the second one. Because I did one at Tom's house, and you got to speak.
Oh, that's. I'm sorry. No,
do you realize?
that wasn't.
If you're not crackling, you're fucking whispering.
That was me.
Right?
That was
It's
internal
always
dialogue that just happened to come out.
Well,
I forgot about the one at Tom's house.
Jesus Christ.
That was when I. That was when I had my face ripped apart.
It is important
Right.
to note that we are in a haunted building. So
Oh,
it
nice.
could have been upstairs or it could have been
Oh,
whatever
it
ghost
sound
is
like
here.
something just fell.
I'm
The
just gonna.
ghost.
very
The
heavy.
ghost in the fucking doorway behind
No,
us.
like an actual ghost.
I'm gonna say
Alright,
it was Hannah knocking my records over. She's like, "Fuck these records," and just knocking them over. I'm like, "God damn."
Fuck George
I
Thurgood.
thought we were friends. All right, so to my immediate left is our resident female and rabbit rescuer and everything German.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I keep
Yes,
saying
you
that,
are.
but okay. Sure.
Welcome back to the podcast, Kristen. Welcome back, Kristen. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good.
Cool.
I'm good.
I like the idea of having a resident rabbit rescuer.
Yes, absolutely. And
Yeah, I am
everything
a
German.
resident rabbit.
Guys, you know
rescuer.
this. You know what this friend group needs? Just a rabbit
Just
rescuer.
around, yeah, just one.
Very
Just one.
important.
You know, it actually, it's not good when you have more than one animal rescuer in your friend group. I'm just gonna
No.
say. I'm just gonna throw that out
It
there.
does get a little
You should have one and one only.
hectic.
It's more than hectic. It's downright catty. Fucking bitches like, well, my rescue's better.
Catty.
No.
I'm a dog person. and
Caddy,
I'm a
like
cat
pun
person.
intended, caddy.
No, just in
Yeah.
general, just like
Yeah.
fucking bitches get catty. You know what I mean?
Bitches.
Exactly. So, you know.
See where they're going here?
And to my right is my brother and co-host
What's up, guys?
Adam,
Hi.
and then to my far left, since this is a listener's pick, that's the only reason I am introducing you last. Welcome back.
It's the
I
only
was
fucking
like,
reason
The only
you're
reason-
here.
Yes.
Normally you go like one side
I
of the
know.
table and I was very confused.
I know,
I
I'm
was
jumping-
a little
You're
too.
off
I thought he
script here this time.
No, actually, I
Got
have a
you.
script. I wrote it down. See?
It sounded like you're going to be way more hurtful. Just like the only fucking reason we asked you to be here today, not because you fucking work here.
Well, no,
I
it's-
am off today.
Yeah, she is off today. She's not even working here today. Megan, 2 weeks in a row, Megan.
It's 2 weeks in a row.
Welcome back. And this is a listener pick, and this is the debut album from the 1975. So this is one of Megan's 4 listener picks because Megan was the only, like, for a while.
Because Megan is one of our 4 listeners.
So Megan was like, kept putting, like, when I say it, hey, leave a listener pick that, you know, we're going to do for season 2. Megan's like, well, do this. And then nobody else put anything.
I did a listener pick and you said we're not doing it.
Yeah, I know, because we didn't want to do that album.
It's not-
We could have, but you know, I told you that'll be a season
No,
3.
I think you bumped mine for someone else.
I did bump yours for somebody
Because
else.
I'm on enough. you
Yes,
said.
exactly.
Yeah.
You weren't even scheduled for this when I added you to this episode. Although I did have you, like, because they're, you know, remember we were talking about season 2. I did assign certain people like certain records because I wanted to see what they would think. I assigned you to this record
Yeah.
at the time. So yeah, so there was that. But if you are a listener of the Country Hipster Podcast, or hopefully you're watching us on Spotify and you scroll down on Spotify and you click that listener support thing, you can still pledge $10 a month for 3 months straight and get a date with Megan.
God.
So that is still possible. So
Are we whoring out Megan on the podcast?
Apparently
We did
you-
that
I don't
last
think-
week. You
I
don't fucking
think I
remember?
heard
No, I don't
that.
Oh my
remember that at
God.
all.
I'm pretty sure it's not legal.
We never said it
Whatever
was.
is
It was
happening.
actually your idea to whore her out. It wasn't my
Wow.
idea.
Thanks.
I don't remember that at all.
Oh
I mean,
my
for
God.
all you know, it won't even work. by
It
the time
probably
this gets
won't.
posted.
But you know,
I
Yo.
could be off the market by the time this gets posted.
You can
We
be
don't
off the
know.
market at any time. That's fine. The listeners don't need to know that. I can always like dress up my son to be like Megan. Be like, this is Megan. Have fun. You know what I mean? And
Megan's got a little bit more hair on her chin, but still a good time.
So it is what it is. Wow, you really don't remember that, huh?
No, sorry, I'm reading the thing on the bathroom door.
Oh, there's nothing. It says,
It's
it
an
says
ad for Amanda's
restrooms.
Flyer.
Yeah.
It's real big. It says restroom.
Rest.
Yeah, and then the sign under it says restrooms.
Oh, you can't read.
Yeah, I can actually. I can read a little bit. So, listeners, if you want to pick an album for season 3 for us to cover here on the Country Hipster Podcast, drop it in the comments or send me a message on Instagram. Follow at the Country Hipster Podcast, or excuse me, email me at info@ottsvillerecordgarage.com what your listener pick would be. As long as it is not Boy in an Arab Strap, it will end up on season 3.
Boy
with
with
the
it.
Arab.
Whatever.
Boy with
Either
the
way,
Arab
it will.
strap.
It just as long as it's not that.
Not Belle
It's-
and
yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's Belle
Yes.
Sebastian, right? What's the
Yes.
what's the Zach Galifianakis joke where he's like this is my joke to appeal to the artsy crowd. It's like I nicknamed my testicles Belle and Sebastian.
There you go. There you go.
That's the album I picked.
Oh.
Yes.
We're
Yes.
not doing it.
Yes.
We're saving it for next season.
Yes, we are. We are. Yes.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is why you can't pick it, because we're going to save it for next season.
Right.
Not that we're not going to do it. All right. So, so Megan, so since this is your pick, it is the 1975. The 1975. Hit us up with some factoids.
Cool. Okay, so this was the self-titled album from the 1975. It was their debut album, which came out on September 2nd of 2013. That was my 16th birthday.
What day is it?
September 2nd of
Okay.
2013. It came out through the labels Dirty Hit and Polydor. There were 5 singles from this album. It received positive reviews from critics. It topped the UK album charts on September 8th of the year it released. As of August 2023, it has sold 791,000 copies in the UK and 1 million copies in the US as of June 2018.
So wait, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Wait, it sold 1 million. This went platinum in the U.S.
It sold more in the U.S. than it did in UK.
Yes.
What's a bigger country?
Interesting. Well, yeah, but
More
still.
people.
But like I would assume like like hometown
Yeah, but-
hometown advantage.
Yeah, but in the UK, it's only 100,000 to get a gold record or a platinum record, whatever it is. It's only 100,000 units compared to the US, where it's a million.
That's why they lost the Revolutionary War. They
Exactly.
got low standards.
Exactly. So, all right. So this sold over 1 million copies in the US
It sold exactly 1 million.
Exactly 1 million. They're like,
as of 2018.
they're like, let's do them a favor and just get them there. And then
Wow.
fuck
Okay.
it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't
They
show this.
promoted the
Yeah.
album through touring. Leading up to the release, they were with.
Sorry.
You're worse than my high school students today with
Who,
talking
us?
over me.
What?
It's
Oh,
got like
okay.
a nice like boozy aftertaste.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's what they call me sometimes. They're like,
Boozy
hey,
aftertaste.
boozy
Boozy
aftertaste.
aftertaste.
I'm like, that's right, ladies.
Paul Boozy Aftertaste Weiss.
Mm-hmm.
It's your boxing name.
What? All right, so go on.
They toured with Bastille and Muse in the UK. They toured with The Neighborhood in the US and the Rolling Stones when they went back to London for another section of touring.
Oh, real quick to
Yeah.
touch on that. No, it's actually not that weird. I was going to say the Rolling Stones actually have a tendency of every time they tour of picking a newer band or like a somewhat unknown band and taking them on tour as their opener. I know like trying to think of like some of them in general. The one that comes to mind, and the only reason I know is because my the old owner of Soundstage Direct, where I used to work, was actually friends with them, the Spin Doctors. When the Spin Doctors
nice.
came out, they took like when their debut album came out, the Stones took the Spin Doctors as their opening band. So that actually makes a lot of sense that they would grab the 1975. I also think that's really cool of the Rolling Stones to do that, like just generally throughout their career, to say like we're going to take this band on tour with us and go from there. So I'm sorry, go on.
So the album is mostly labeled as rock because of the band, but the wide variety of genres in the album has led to it being described as electro-pop, indie pop, pop, and pop rock. It also includes emo, pop punk, funk, and indie rock elements. Matty Healy described the style as pretty experimental and goes from glitchy R&B to big 80s power pop to mid 90s soul, but it's done in our way. Content-wise, he had said that the recording process has been really fun, and we've had a lot of these songs for a while, and to record them in a completely different mindset with a completely different outlook has been really interesting. The album isn't a haberdashery of past singles.
What?
It's a good fucking word.
Isn't that a plant?
No, haberdashery is like where you go and buy stuff for your hats and like.
Yeah, it's like a store.
Isn't that where you like make those like
No,
little
it's
like
fabric and
like
trimmings and.
take
like,
a shoebox and you like put like people
That's a
in it?
diorama.
Yeah. Not the same thing.
It's not even close.
It's synonymous with hodgepodge.
What's a hodgepodge?
A
Mishmash.
Yes.
What's a mishmash?
Shut up, Paul.
Like the Monster Mash?
It's like the Monster
Yes.
Mash. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, cool.
Go buy a thesaurus.
I can't read.
Real fucked up of you,
I'll
Megan.
get him an audio thesaurus.
Is Tom here to tell me I can't read? Jesus.
So the album isn't a haberdashery of past singles and old stuff. It has been focused down into a collective piece of work. There's tracks on there that people would have heard live and older tracks that we've reworked. It's a soundtrack of our formative years, so it would be dishonest to not put songs on there that we wrote when we were 21, as we want people to connect to it in the same way that we do. He also said that the album has been 5 years in the making, formed through different incarnations of the band, and that it's drenched in our identity, and it's everything that we are. It does span a lot of genres and depth, but it's still a coherent piece of work and everything that makes our band our band. Personally, he would say it's an ambitious debut record.
It's a debut
It's a
record.
lot.
It's a
Words.
yeah. Let's say it's a
It's-
debut. It's a debut.
It's a debut record.
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So those are the official factoids.
Okay. Cool. So why did you pick this out?
I had a handful of songs that I've heard by them that I did really like, and it's not a band that you hear a whole lot of things about. So
Okay.
I thought, sure, let's try this one. And I think I filled it in at a time where I had listened to a handful of their songs that I do like on repeat for a while for whatever reason.
Did you
Okay.
pick it because that guy in it was dating Taylor Swift?
No, I actually didn't remember that until I had to look up the factoids.
Okay. All right.
Because I didn't know this band until I was like, why does that name look familiar? And I was
Yeah,
like,
that
oh,
was
yeah.
for all of like 2 seconds that they were together.
I think it was like a month,
It was a beautiful
right?
2 seconds.
Isn't that what it said?
Yeah, I mean, in the grand scheme of Taylor Swift dating game, I think that is 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Taylor Swift dates in dog years.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So you knew a member of this band from Taylor Swift dating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because if I remember correctly, wasn't it like a thing? She's like, oh, she's dating that guy.
I think we may have pinpointed
I don't
everything
remember.
that's wrong with Adam.
Yeah.
Right there.
Fuck you!
Just
It was
saying.
You
like-
pick Taylor Swift on the fuck.
Yeah, but I don't recognize other people from who Taylor Swift dated. I couldn't even tell you who the fuck Taylor Swift dated. Besides
John Mayer.
John Mayer
John
and his hog. Yeah.
John Mayer, Joe Jonas, Travis Kelce, Taylor Lautner, they're the important ones.
Are they?
Not Maddie Healy.
Not Maddie Healy.
We
He's
don't
not,
care
he's not
about him.
important.
Did she-
Again, 2 seconds.
Didn't she date the fucking kid from One Direction?
Oh yeah, Harry Styles.
Yeah, he's fucking important. He's that
Yeah,
one
I
album
forgot
was
about him. Yeah.
that one album was decent.
Yeah,
One of my
1989.
old coworkers used to babysit Taylor Swift.
Really?
Really?
Throwing that out there. Yeah. She said she was kind of a little bit of a brat.
Well, all kids
That
are a little bit of
doesn't
brats,
surprise
except for
me.
Regina.
Of course.
Yeah, Regina's the only not
She's
brat.
a
So
sweet
kid-
Sweet baby
She's
angel.
a sweet little
Baby
baby. Okay. All right. So you picked this album because you had been listening to some random songs at the time. So now that you've listened to the whole album, what are your thoughts and feelings of the
Wait,
1975?
hold the fuck up. Did
What?
you pick this without listening to the whole album?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Jesus Christ, that makes fucking sense. Continue.
Right?
Like that one fucking song on it, so I'm
No,
gonna pick the whole fucking album.
I
Make
liked-
Adam listen to it.
I liked like half the album,
Okay, continue.
but I
I'm
hadn't
sorry.
listened to the whole thing. And I've decided across the board I don't like intros and interludes.
Mm-hmm.
Blink-182 does them, and they're like, huh, that's weird. That probably should have been a whole song. You could have expanded upon this quick little 45-second idea. Boys Like Girls
That's
does
what
them.
she said.
Boys Like Girls also does little interludes, and it's like, oh, this is like a transitional, artsy sort of a thing, and I'm just not understanding the meaning behind it. But The 1975 does them, and like specifically an encounter is a tease of a song that's not playing until 4 tracks later. It sounds like the beginning of Robbers.
Mhm.
And I keep waiting for the little electric guitar riff thingy, and it doesn't happen, and it plays a different track, and then I get disappointed that it wasn't the thing that I expected it to be.
Okay.
That's life, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
This album's a metaphor for
Uh,
life.
Right?
It's also, I feel like, excessive to have an intro and 2 interludes on an album that would otherwise be 13 tracks.
Mhm.
That sounds like it's a complete album to me. Like, you really had to get to exactly 50 minutes and 49 seconds to finish the album, so we had to include these. Like, you couldn't have just put one more full song
They were
to
contractually
accomplish the same
obligated
thing.
to hit that minute, second.
And they just
Right,
didn't have
so
that
then-
extra song in them.
It could have been done so much better.
You wanted more of this album?
Well, I would have rather have one whole song as opposed to intro, interlude, and
Okay.
yeah, I don't know. Heart Out is super catchy. I like that they added the horns in the instrumental. It was kind of cool. Girls is a bop. It's super catchy, and I'm really glad that I got to that part of the album while I was tearing my hair out grading things at work, because it was a very nice little break from what I was doing and trying to decipher handwriting. Shoe Way Out kind of gave the impression that they're trying to be a scene band, but thought they were cooler than that and made it a little hipstery. It's definitely giving a I'm cooler than you because I'm different sort of pretentious, which makes sense because it was released in 2013 and like everybody seemed to be doing that with their style. Backstory to my thoughts on menswear. I have a friend who shared a song from a Spotify playlist that then just shared the whole playlist. And it was one of the ones where Spotify adjusts what is on that playlist. And this particular friend is a photographer, so a lot of that playlist ends up being like this like weird vibey, just background music kind of stuff. Menswear is that. So in my head, Menswear is just a Brian Doherty song. And it is a...
I can't even differentiate any of the songs to remember what menswear is.
So you said
It's
Brian
like-
Doherty, not to be confused with Shannon Doherty.
Correct.
Shannon Doherty?
R.I.P. Shannon.
She died?
She did.
She
When did
had
that happen?
cancer.
Like recently.
Oh, I
Yeah.
did know that, yeah. Listen,
Um,
Megan, you know the people that work here. Text them and tell them I want another beer. The Dark Lager.
The
Black Ops.
Yeah,
Black
the
Ops is
Black
good,
Ops.
yes. Lots of good beers here at Naked
Thank you.
Brew, by the way.
Anybody else?
Could you grab my water? I think I left it out of records. We are in front of a live studio audience, in case you were wondering.
It is... I
Very
also-
helpful studio.
Yes,
audience.
exactly. Yes.
I also noticed that
Fetching
it is
drinks.
a struggle to sing things that are originally recorded in an accent without the accent. And it sounds wrong in American.
Okay.
And when you try to make it sound American, the forcedness of it makes it sound like Tom DeLonge.
Oh, yeah, that's horrible.
It was not good.
Okay.
I had to apologize to my steering wheel for that experience. That is
Okay.
the only place that any of this will ever get sang.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
They were my notes.
Those are your notes. Okay. All right. So we'd say overall, you actually really don't like this album.
It's not that I don't like the album. It's the I don't like intros
Okay.
and interludes.
Okay.
But the rest of it was good.
So it's funny. So you say that. So one of my notes here is that what is with all the fucking build-ups? Because I don't even consider what they do as intros. It's like every single song on this album has a build-up of like, we're going to start real small and then we're going to make it bigger and we're all going to come in. It's like, you can't just start a fucking song.
I didn't notice
Like,
that.
like The Cure, Disintegration, has all those intros, right? And I'll
Yeah.
agree with you. I actually,
And they're so
But they're like
long.
part of the song. Like
Right.
they're
So long.
separate little things with their own names.
that's what I'm saying. But they're like, and they build and build and build, and then it's
So
like, it's like,
weird.
okay, there's a song. It's like, what the fuck is this? Like, just, and every single song on the album. That is one of the things that really kind of fucking annoyed me about the album. It's like, can't you just say 1, 2, 3, 4 and start a song? You know what I mean?
Haven't the Ramones taught us that
Exactly.
Right?
that you can
That's exactly how
scream
you
1, 2,
start a
3, 4
song.
and it'd
Yeah.
be fine?
Exactly. So, but not to steal anybody's thunder. Kristen, what are your feelings on this album? Thank
I
you.
Thank
really wanted to like this album, but I just didn't. I
Okay.
thought it was
You
going
get
to grow on me. I thought it was going to be a Fungus album, but
Would you get?
it just wasn't. I listened to it repeatedly
Oh, goodness.
until I hated music, like I do every week usually. Yeah, I'm just not a giant fan. Sorry.
That's okay.
It's okay. It's okay. All right, so I have a feeling.
I'm less hurt by that than when Adam said he didn't like American Idiot.
All right, so I have a feeling me and Adam are going to throw down here.
What's gonna happen?
Oh, I'm anticipating this. Adam, your thoughts on the album? Sir.
This album sounds like you said it came out in 2013.
Yeah.
It sounds very much like generic 2013 bullshit that I would hear in an H&M if I walked in to buy some fucking hipster beanie.
Yeah.
Fair.
It's not fucking good. That being said, I do have songs. I do have a top 3 that were manageable. It sounds like generic 104.5 bullshit.
Yes.
I don't like it.
I would agrry with that. But I happen to like
every time a song ended, I assumed that an Imagine Dragons song was going to play after because it sounds like 104.5.
Yeah. That's fair.
It's not. Yeah, I just don't. It's just. I like stuff that is in this kind of electric indie bullshit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And it seems like I know Paul's just gonna fucking rip me. It sounds like it. You know how like when you buy a house that needs a lot of work and you say it has good bones?
Sure.
I feel like this album has the potential to be good, but they're just not good enough to make it that.
I kind of agree.
Okay. You are
Yeah, it
such
just wasn't-
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Okay.
No. Go
No.
ahead. It's just such a.
I just really wanted it to be so good,
Uh-huh.
but it just wasn't.
That's what she said.
No.
You are such a musical fucking hypocrite.
Yeah, I know,
You are
'cause-
the biggest fucking musical hypocrite ever that I've ever fucking met. You made me listen to fucking Fun.
Yeah.
You made me listen to Steel Train. You made me listen to Postal Service, and you don't like this album?
No.
Fuck you, dude.
That's the thing. Like,
This is so like that. This is that bullshit that you made me
No.
listen to. Yes, it is.
No.
It is very
It has
much
elements of that, but
The-
this is.
Here's the
I
thing.
think it has elements of fun, but I wouldn't put
I-
it with Steel Train.
I have more respect for this album than anything that Jack Antonoff did because these guys at the very least, I'll just say
Jack Antonoff produced Evermore and Folklore.
co-produced.
Co-produced.
Okay, and I like Folklore. I'm iffy on Evermore.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's what I'm going to say is that I don't like this album, right? But at least 1975 put out an album that's theirs.
Yeah.
They didn't sit there and steal all these fucking ideas from everybody else and say, we're going to be fun. We're going to be Steel Train. Like, no, like they actually put out an album of their own. It's a piece of shit. But they still did it on their own. And you're going to sit there and say, you don't like this? This is like fucking straight fucking Postal Service bullshit, like of the next level.
No.
And that was, oh yeah, it is.
No.
Yeah, it is. With those fucking beats and the synthesizers. The only thing you don't have is the whiny fucking dude from Death Cab from Cutie singing over this shit.
Let's look at it this way.
What's wrong with the guy from Death Cab?
He's just a whiny bitch. I like him, but he's a whiny bitch.
You like
Jesus.
beers,
Mhm.
yes. You
Yeah,
don't
I like this beer.
You don't like.
You don't like that beer?
He does
No, I
like
like
this
that
one,
beer.
and
I
shockingly,
like that
it's not like
You don't like.
shit
You don't like double IPAs.
Good to know.
You don't like the big strong IPAs.
No, I don't. Well, no, I don't like Imperial IPA.
Imperial IPAs.
Yes.
So you can
Questionable
like
taste.
you can like beer, but not like Imperial IPAs. I can like shitty music, but not like this shitty music.
No.
I think
No, because this is all that bullshit you made me listen to over and over again, wrapped up in one.
Yeah, no, I
Musical
disagree.
hypocrite.
While listening to it, it also to me sounded like I just had to look it up real quick. It sounds like Walk the Moon. You familiar with the band Walk the Moon?
yeah.
That fucking
Yeah, that's right there.
shut
Yeah,
up and
yeah,
dance
shut
with
up
me
and dance
bullshit.
with me.
Yeah.
That's what this whole thing sounded like to me. I was like, if you didn't tell me that it was 1975,
Uh-huh.
I would assume it was that band.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's actually
Oh, yeah.
that sounds my
I
And
can
jam.
again,
definitely hear
It all
that.
fits
Yeah.
into generic 104.5 bullshit.
Like fun.
Now
Yeah.
that you've said it, yes, but I do like Walk the Moon better.
So I
I
actually.
don't like either other songs but that one.
Maybe that'll be season 3.
Oh Jesus!
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Look what you've done, Adam.
Jesus.
Fucking-
What you've done.
Fucking boy with the Arab strap and fucking Walk the Moon.
Or to quote Matt Healy's ex-girlfriend, "Look what you made me do."
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Which actually, so you had some thoughts about Matt Healy?
I just think it's very weird that the 35-year-old man just randomly kisses his audience.
Wait, what?
Like, he just pulls people out of the audience and makes out with them on stage.
Like
And
makes out with him?
Yeah.
Wait, consensually?
So, yeah, supposedly, yes. But
Supposedly.
there were just all these clips on TikTok, like, I don't know, like 6 months ago, last year, something like that. And they were all clips of, like, Matty Healy pulling people up on stage and, like, giving them a good, long, hard kiss.
Do you
Really?
think
I don't watch
Yeah.
TikTok
Do you think that's why Taylor broke up with him?
No, he
Maybe.
apparently stopped doing it while they were dating in respect to her.
Respect to Taylor.
But then, like,
Because she's worth way more money than he is.
it's just so bizarre. He's a 35-year-old man, and although
I gotta
have to
Google.
say,
Is he an attractive 35-year-old man?
he's
From
kind
some
of goofy
angles.
looking. Yeah,
Only
yeah.
from some angles
Yeah.
and only with certain haircuts.
I agree. Although,
Matt
okay,
Healy.
so 16-year-old me would have been like, oh my fucking God, my favorite
Oh,
artist
absolutely.
just grabbed me and kissed me.
Mhm.
But the 48-year-old woman is like, oh, that's so fucking gross. Who else is he making out with? Like, where's his mouth been? Is this consensual? Are these kids legal? Like, what's the age gap? I get like, I don't know how I feel about that. It's
Yeah.
just very freaking weird.
Can we all
Those
agree
are
that
very-
that's a terrible fucking picture of that guy?
Yeah,
Yes.
Mr. Rogers.
Well, that I was going to say looks like Rowan Atkinson, but I think
Yeah.
Mr. Rogers may be a little more accurate.
Well,
Like a
maybe
mix of
they
Mr.
should
Rogers
have
and
if
Rowan
they had
Atkinson.
a love child.
All right, you
I'm
gotta send me that
just,
picture so I
like-
can pop that
Yeah.
up. So,
It's just bizarre. I'm sorry. That's
Well,
all.
you said something that actually made me think of like my thoughts on this album. So, like 16-year-old me, like I went a different way with this, not kissing Matt Healy. So, but
You were making out with Maddie Healy. You know it.
when I was 16, no, but like I
He's
don't,
much younger than you. Then.
I don't like this
Oh
album.
fuck, his name is Maddie.
Oh, it is.
I just wrote Matt Healy. But it's everything is Matt. I'm gonna
It's
punch
Maddie.
this guy in
And
the
Okay.
fucking
it's
head.
T-Y. Like he's a little kid. Like, oh, Maddie. And Big Matt is like the dad, right?
Yep.
Big Matt and Maddie.
So that's kind of one of my things like with this album is like when I think about the music that I do like, New Order, Depeche Mode, Information Society, Old Madonna, shit like that like I fucking loved like when I was like 16 and growing up. I should like this album.
That's what That's,
You know what I mean?
That was my thought.
And it's just like, and I don't like, it's just,
Maybe because you're not 16 anymore.
yeah, but I still like those bands.
He's still
Do you know what I mean? I still listen,
But, like,
I still
so
listen to those bands.
You still listen to those bands because 16-year-old you liked them and has a connection with them. You don't have that same connection for this. Like I started listening to the random songs
Uh-huh.
of theirs that I like when I was like 19.
Okay. No, and
So I have that like, oh, I can like go back and listen to these and it's like I need to kill time before work and I'm just driving aimlessly through Abington
Mhm.
and this is what I put on.
so I think what you're saying is completely valid, except that like I don't necessarily write off new music, but I do get what you're saying. And you have that connection to those bands a little bit more. But I do try to like be open minded to like what's what's coming out and what's there, and am I gonna like it or not? I mean, I fucking like that fucking Boxcar Racer, and I fucking hate Blink-182.
Yeah, that was surprising.
There's so there are certain things to that, but like just with the style, and I don't unappreciate what they've done. I just don't like the album. Like, so a couple things this reminds me of is like number one, it's a slightly better version of the Postal Service album, which was a shitty album. It's basically if the Killers got together and were like, all right, listen, here's what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna put a bad album out. And this is going to be the album. This would be the album.
Like
people would still love it because what the Killers did, it'd be artistic. And
If the
people would love
Killers
it.
made a B album,
No, not even a B album, just a bad album.
Yeah.
Just like this, we're seriously going to put it on a shitty album, and it would sound like this, or even worse, all of these songs sound like B-sides to any One Direction song.
No.
Oh, I mean, I'm not that familiar with it, but like I'm just
no,
like,
One
ugh.
Direction's more poppy.
Oh, these guys are poppy as fuck.
No, but not this. Like they're One Direction's like mainstream pop.
they're like boy
These-
band.
I know they're
These
like a
are
boy
these
band,
are
but
not.
I don't.
literally
They
don't
would-
know one
no.
One Direction song. Oh boy.
I know one, but like I've heard other One
I don't
Direction.
know any
That's
of them.
that's kind of just what this reminds me of.
No.
No, I don't think so.
Oh, if you want to fucking
Like,
talk
what's
about a band
popular?
ripping everybody
What's their
off,
song?
fucking listen to
What
One
makes you
Direction
beautiful?
music, dude.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
no,
no, I know
I'm
that
good. I'm
one.
good.
Okay.
They had a
Yeah.
couple others.
But
and
if
then
someone were to have a gun to my head and say, name a One Direction song,
Isn't there like a song
def-
about like the girl's so beautiful or something like that?
that's the one I just.
Oh, that's
said.
what you just
yeah,
said. Yeah, I know what
I
he was
definitely
talking
couldn't do that.
about. Okay.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
Then they had that other one
Don't
that
murder
like
me.
they put out Perfect, and it was about Taylor Swift, and then Taylor Swift put out Style. It was about Harry Styles.
Oh. Oh.
But then like.
So sweet.
Oh.
Oh no, this was post breakup. Like there's a line in Perfect that's like, if you're looking for someone to write your breakup songs about.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. It's like,
But there's a mashup
Ouch.
of it that sounds really good and they fit really well together.
oh, really? So they wrote the same song, just made
Basically,
in different
yeah.
keys, pretty much.
No, they wrote the same song with like a slightly different melody line
Okay.
in the same key.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh.
and from opposite perspectives, and it just really worked well.
So do you think they maybe did that on purpose? Think like maybe they got
Seems
together.
like
It wouldn't
They're
surprise
like,
me.
let's do this. Let's do this, and we'll both sell like a couple 100,000 records just from this this idea.
It certainly would not surprise me.
Okay. All right. Cool. So I tried going into this album very open-minded. There was a guy I used to work with who actually introduced me to the 1975 back in, I want to say not long after this album came out. It's probably like 2014 or so. This dude Dan I used to work with, and I remember him playing. I'm like, this sucks. So I definitely tried to like go into this with an open mind and thinking like, maybe Dan was right about these guys, but no, Dan's still wrong about these guys.
Dan-
This is
Dan's-
not a good album.
Dan's an
How old
asshole.
was Dan though at the time?
At the time, he was, I think, a junior or senior in college. He was the intern at the place I worked at. So
Dan was a 14-year-old girl.
he was
Right.
not. No,
She was
Dan
like,
was.
Maddie Haley.
Yes. He did talk
Kiss
about.
me.
Yes, I was about to say he did talk
Your
about like growing
lips,
up on.
my mouth. Sorry, I had to do it.
That's good.
That was solid.
That was solid. That
But
was
then,
solid.
like, try singing that in American, and it doesn't work.
I can't sing, so it doesn't matter. Nothing works when I do it. Zero singing ability, but that doesn't mean I won't.
Okay. All right. Did you have any more thoughts about this? You
No, it's just-
musical hypocrite.
No, I was just reading your notes over your
Don't read
board.
my notes. Don't read my notes. You're not supposed to read my
I was
notes.
curious.
How can you even read that?
I was curious if you needed me to open up the text message between us so you could write down.
Oh no, I already got that.
Okay.
I got that. So Megan, you just wanted to torture us for no good reason. Is that what we're coming to?
Well, no, I wanted you to hear the songs that I like. And
Megan, let me ask you a question, and I don't mean this in any way against you. I don't mean it hurtfully or anything like that.
Of course you don't.
Are you ever going to make me listen to a good album?
Yes.
Oh,
Are you sure?
sure. Well,
I'm
she
positive.
thinks the last album was good. She thinks this album is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
If I remember correctly, I remember what you added to the listener list, and I don't think the answer. Oh wait, that's a lie. One of those albums I'm going to enjoy.
I would
yeah.
hope you enjoy both of them, but I think definitely one.
I'm not going to enjoy the next. I'm not going to enjoy one of the next two, but I know for a fact because I've listened.
I
to
hope you do.
one of them.
I hope you change your mind.
I got at least one album from Megan that I know I'm going to enjoy.
Okay.
It's fine. I can deal with that. I can deal with one.
that. 1 out of 3.
One
1 out
out
of 4 ain't bad.
Yeah.
Like 25%.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. Kristen, any additional thoughts on this
No.
album?
No, I'm good.
You're good. Yeah. So you're gonna go out and like buy like the whole 1975 discography and just
No.
like download it.
I'm definitely not going to do that.
No.
Again, my apologies.
No, I
Again,
did do.
I really wanted to like it because, and I
Yeah,
couldn't
no.
figure out why. But when you said, "Oh, this is the kind of music I technically should like," because yeah,
Yeah.
it didn't work.
And I
And
don't-
I thought, well, if I listen to it a couple more times, it just didn't.
I did do like one of those like, oh, let me listen to everything they've ever put out kind of Spotify
Oh.
binges.
Oh no, don't do that.
Yeah.
No,
Then you'll get
The new-
confused.
not recently.
Oh, okay.
Like I periodically do that, and this was like a while ago. But they're, this album I like, the next album I like, the couple after that, not so much.
Okay.
How many albums do they have?
12.
They have 12 albums. This band has put out 12 fucking albums.
What?
Oh, you don't know. You're just
No.
reading
Sorry,
that.
I don't remember.
What the fuck?
They put out this one. They put out a deluxe version, but I don't think that counts.
Maybe I was listening. I feel like this album went on forever too.
It was a lot of tracks. I didn't
It was
listen to the deluxe version. I
Much
just listened
longer
to the
than my
regular,
commute
but
to work, so
Yeah.
I always missed like the last few songs.
Mhm.
They have
I wouldn't say you missed them.
they have 5 that are not live
That's true.
albums.
Okay.
If we count the live albums, there's 7.
Oh, okay. All right.
And when did they like
They put out
become
another
a band?
single like this year.
2013. Like that was like their. Okay,
This was the
so
debut. Was 2013. So they've been around
7 albums.
for 7 albums, 11 years, seven albums. So
I don't know.
yeah,
The ladies are loving Maddie Healy.
I guess.
So far, that's the first picture I've seen of this dude where he looks remotely good looking.
Okay.
Apparently, has a really great stage presence.
Cool.
And like
And kisses everyone.
and
Yeah.
just like snogs them.
Snog, look at you.
Look at you with the colloquial.
Well, I mean, we are British today, right?
Are we? No,
Well,
no, we're
no.
never
The
British.
band is
No.
British.
Never British.
Sorry.
Yes, the
band's
band is.
British.
Yeah, never British. And you've got nothing else on this?
You keep asking if anyone has any other thoughts, Paul.
Yes, I
Yeah,
know.
what's
there's
going
only-
on, Paul?
But there's only one person whose thoughts I care about on this album.
Oh, really? Who
And
might
it's
that be?
that Sweet Baby Angel. How far away from your house?
We're
Like an
about an
hour?
hour away.
That Sweet Baby
Everything's
Angel, an
an hour
hour
from
away
us.
upstairs.
Yes.
What
An
is-
hour away.
What is
there is a
Reg-
child upstairs.
Yeah.
Can you hear
There
it?
is a child upstairs.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think she's in bed yet. So,
What does Regina think about this album?
so Regina was a little bit.
How many presents is Regina not going to get for Christmas from it?
She's not going to get the 1975 album for Christmas. No. So she, we listened to this a total of 3 times, right? And the first time was a solid indifferent. The second time was an indifferent leaning towards like. And then the third time she actually did like it.
Well, she's out of the will.
She's out of the well. So
She's also a young person.
It's true.
yes, that is true. But no, I think it was a
It's a young person album.
yes, it was a fungus album for her. But I will say it's a like, but like slightly above indifferent. Like even when she liked it, she was still kind of like, all right, yeah, I guess this is all right. This is catchy. You know what I mean? I kind of dig it a little bit, Dad. And don't let this dude kiss me. And I was like, no, it's fine. We're not going to see the 1975. Don't worry about that. So yeah, no. So it does go down as a like. So that brings the listeners now to 2 likes, 1 dislike, and 1 indifferent. Adam, you're at 5 likes and a dislike. I am at 6 likes and indifferent and 1 dislike and 1 indifferent and 6 likes. And Tom is at 2 likes. So Adam, the musical hypocrite. What are your favorite 3 songs here? Of the crappiest
I wouldn't say
pop
favorite. I would say
disco
three that you
shit
hate
that
the
you
least.
love.
I would say the ones that were manageable. I'm gonna go Sex, Robbers, and Is There Somebody Who Can Watch It?
I'm sorry,
and-
what?
Sex, Robbers, and Is There Somebody Who Can Watch You?
Oh, okay.
I
Um,
didn't know that one.
Yeah.
It's the
That's
last.
the last
It was the
one.
last one. Yeah, it's
That's
the
the
last
one I
one.
never got to because I always pulled up to work.
And basically, all of those songs, I picked those because of the music of them, not
Okay.
the anything else. They were strictly just the ones where I could like tap my foot to the most because of the drums or something. Except for Is There Somebody Who Can Watch You? That's more of almost like a piano ballad. But yeah, those 3, I guess, if I had to pick 3 off the album that I didn't hate, that I hated the least, as Megan put it.
Okay. All right. Kristen.
Okay, one more thing. Can you just
Oh, no,
imagine
go for it.
going to a 1975 concert and like coming home with cold sores? Like, just like, it's just
Do they
so
develop that
fucking
quickly?
weird.
They do. It's instantaneous.
Is it?
British cold sores are different than American cold sores.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I just,
Like, how
I'm
far are you
sorry.
traveling for this concert?
I'm not going.
I'm just saying, you're like,
But I'm just thinking, like, that's your souvenir from the show. So fucking weird. All
well,
right, anyway.
the souvenir from this show is that you're both pregnant now. So, that is why we
Right.
put,
We had to
as
stay
far,
as far
away from Adam as possible.
yeah.
But
Oh, sorry. All right, so I'm just gonna be that girl, chocolate,
okay.
the city, and then like 3 and 4 or tie for 3 is sex and girls.
I mean, they're kind of 1 and 2 for me, but in general, but
So
So,
anyway, those are my top 4.
okay. All right.
I actually had the same top 4.
You have the same top 4? Okay. All right. So you guys are on the same thing. So, okay. So
So we don't have to fist fight.
No, we don't.
Yes, you do. This is
lovely.
still
So
gonna
good.
happen. No, so I have only 1 song that I like, but I'll have 2 honorable mentions. Like, I'm just calling them honorable mentions because I don't even like them enough to say that I like them. They're just honorable mentions that I'll like give them like, okay, fine. So my only song that I like on this is Sex. Like, hands down, like that's a really good song on here. It has the shortest build up
Yeah.
throughout the whole album.
For me, it's the drums.
Yeah, the drums are good.
It's
Yeah,
the
the
drums
drums
that
are
got
good.
me.
It's got like a cool guitar riff at the beginning. It's a good song. My 2 honorable mentions are The City and Chocolate. But like I said, I don't even like
I
them.
feel like those were like their 2 hits, right?
They have
I-
5 hits on the
They
sound.
did have 5 hits.
All right, what are we saying is a hit?
They're-
Hit or
singles.
singles? Okay.
I would consider them hits if they released as singles, but their 5 singles were Sex, Girls, Settle Down, Robbers, and Heart Out.
Okay. Yeah, no, hits I would say is like something that at least hits like top 40 would be a hit. Just because you release a single doesn't make it a hit.
I
you know what
release
mean?
singles. They're not hits.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say. I've released singles, and none of them are hits, with the exception of.
Move on.
Ah!
There's also an interesting cover of Sex that's done by Dashboard Confessional.
Okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to listen to that.
Yeah.
It's a different sort of a vibe to it because they like slow it down.
And they're better.
I love
And they're just
Dashboard.
generally better than, I'm not a huge Dashboard Confessional fan, but I'd say they're better than the
wait till we
1975.
get to one of my other albums. I have stories.
Oh, fun. Okay. All right. So I see your notes here, and I think I know what your least favorite is, which is gonna, just kind of add to your fucking hypocrisy of musical hypocrisy. But go on. What is your least favorite?
Money.
Money. Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah.
Money. The one that has like the video game soundtrack, which is the same as what the fucking Postal Service have in their songs.
That one fucking postal.
And you
service
like
song.
that song.
That one fucking postal service song.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, the postal service just fucking did it better.
Oh my God, you're such a musical hypocrite. Such a hypocrite.
Paul,
Musically hypocritical.
Paul, you can
Hypocrite.
like IPAs and not Imperial IPAs.
Hypocrite. That's the same shit.
Whatever.
So bad. So you
Whatever.
don't like money?
No,
No,
money.
I don't like money either. Actually.
Yeah, fuck
that is also.
Eat it,
But
eat a dick, dude.
I didn't like the Postal Service.
That's true.
Okay. Kristen.
Mine was Talk.
You
Talk?
prefer fat.
See, I like. So I
It
didn't.
was like a weird.
Wasn't talk one with the exclamation
Like-
point?
Yeah.
It's talk.
Wait, what? What is
That's an
this?
exclamation
That's
point.
an exclamation.
Yeah,
Oh,
you gotta
Okay,
gotta
talk.
exactly. You gotta give us some
I didn't
enthusiasm.
Talk.
So I like a line in Talk, and I have no idea if it's actually. I'm just a weird guy. I don't know if it actually has anything to really do with the song and the way that I like this line, or if it's just a line, the one where he says, "I keep thinking about your mouth." So that's a good line. So, but yeah,
Your
it is.
lips.
Matt Healy, you're a hot
My
motherfucker.
lips,
Yes,
your mouth,
yes.
Maddie
whatever
Healy,
it is.
excuse me. Maddie.
Maddie.
You're a fucking child. How old is that guy?
35-year-old child.
35-year-old man going by
That's what I'm
Maddie? Shut
saying.
the fuck up.
That's what I'm saying. Like, there's something real weird about the guy.
I had a boss one time who went by Jimmy. I'm like, you're a fucking grown man. Go by Jim or James, not Jimmy.
What did he have for
we
dinner?
call my brother Tommy, but
What did Jimmy have for dinner?
only
What the fuck are you
as
getting at?
because he's my brother. Like I
I
probably
mean, what
would call
you
him
don't
Tom
you don't
in
know
front of
what
other
Jimmy
people,
had
but
for dinner?
Tommy's my brother.
Do you know what I'm getting at? Studio audience has no idea either.
No, you're just old, Paul.
He eats the fucking world.
Oh,
Come on.
Good
Come
sport.
on.
That was a fucking-
That was a far.
Go stand in the fucking corner with the ghost. That was a far fucking reach, dude.
What does he have for dinner?
The world. He eats the world.
What'd you
Jimmy
ever
eats the
do?
world.
That's terrible.
Paul, go fuck yourself.
So Megan, you're
That was appalling.
that was appalling. That was you know what?
That's it. Here we go. We love a good pun.
I gotta say that was pretty awful.
Yeah.
So just like this album.
Fucking hate
Good
all of you.
sport.
Especially Paul, but especially Megan. And whoever that fucking kid is upstairs. Fuck that little kid.
Oh,
Not nice.
that's nice. Yes, especially since it's a little kid.
That little kid could be
Yeah,
an asshole.
Maddie
You don't know.
Healy might go out.
Maddie Healy's up there just fucking
Just making out with the kid.
snatching toddlers out the crowd.
Oh. All right, Megan, least favorite.
I initially had money, and then it kind of grew on me a little bit, and
Gross.
I disliked. Is there somebody?
Is there somebody you can watch
Yeah,
it?
that one.
Okay. All right, fair
Yeah,
enough.
Not as much of a fan.
Because it was the only one that didn't sound like it should be played in an H&M.
Well, no, it's just I don't know. It just wasn't the same sort of a.
Oh, you're doing a sexy voice in my ear.
Sorry, to put my pen in my pocket.
That was it's just a pen, huh? Oh, God.
Don't
God.
worry about it. Yeah. Hey there, I'm looking right at the camera right now.
Maybe
Unless
we
you're
shouldn't
Christy
do
and
this
you want
because
this in
you're
your
probably
car.
gonna end up sounding like you're underwater and on AM radio like you did on one of the other
Probably.
episodes.
Yeah, probably.
That's pretty bad.
I think Adam just got a lot of the listening audience pregnant just then as
Mhm.
well.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What happens? What happens?
Cross your legs, ladies.
Yeah. Even if you're watching this on video or listening to it, Adam's voice can impregnate you.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the new
Please
warning
be
at the Being a Country
careful.
Hipster podcast.
You're welcome.
Remember to take your birth control,
Yes.
ladies.
Yes. Adam is the reason why Roe versus Wade has to be
I wish
reinstated.
I wish that I was
I thought we
smarter.
were in a political podcast. podcast.
I wish that I was smarter because I should. When you said all the listeners are now pregnant, I should have said sorry, Tom. But it took me a minute to get there, and I apologize for me not being that quick.
That's okay. Or are you?
Ooh.
Oh,
Hey now.
there you go. All right. So as we are doing with the listeners' values on the Discogs value for these albums that the listeners pick, and Megan picked like half of them. What we're doing is
Shut the fuck up. Are you serious?
no.
Okay, continue.
Why? I told you, don't look at my notes.
Yeah, I'm
man.
sorry.
Don't look at my notes.
There
All right.
should be a decimal point there.
Should
Don't
there?
worry about it.
No.
Get the fuck continue. Because now
Stop
I'm fucking.
interrupting him.
Now I'm so pissed at this album. Continue.
Why are you
You-
interrupting him?
Wait, do I have a steel tree?
You are jumping segments within the fucking
I
segment.
am jumping. Oh wait, that's yours. I'm sorry.
Fucking
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I just realized what it was. Continue. You're good. Hey,
Having a hot
hey,
flash.
it's okay. It's okay. Continue. Go
Who
ahead.
invited him? Seriously, who
I know.
invited this musical hypocrite to be on
I
this
don't
episode?
know. He's your brother.
I know. All right. So as we were doing with the listener picks, is when we look on Discogs, because the listener doesn't necessarily have a copy of the record, and I don't have a copy of this piece of shit record.
You just said you don't have a copy?
No, I don't.
So what we're doing is we are
She doesn't
taking
listen to the whole thing.
Yeah.
we're looking up the record on Discogs, and then we're taking a value of trying to get 5 different pressings or 5 different versions of the album.
That's
then
why
getting
I
an
thought
average.
That's what it was. I
No,
thought you had
that's-
all the
It's an
values
album
listed.
size.
Again, could you shut up, you ADHD motherfucker? Shut the fuck up for 5 seconds. Jesus.
Can't help it.
Careful with the table.
Megan works here.
So
Jesus.
there are 5 different versions of this album that we looked at, and they range from a 2013, 2014, 2019 pressing. I think one of them was an Australian pressing, one of them was a UK pressing, there's a US pressing. So there's a bunch of different pressings. So I get the average, and I get those prices. I get the average. Now, the average price of this, you should feel better in 1 second. The average price, when we add them all up for this at a very good plus value, is $49. Do you feel better now? Do my notes make sense yet?
Not entirely,
All right.
but 49 is better than fucking that number
It's
right there.
$49, which brings the listeners' total
Thank you.
for this season
I'm sorry.
up to $290.
Okay.
I am still in the lead on the Big D at $786. Adam will not catch me at $419.
No, probably
And
not.
Tom, with his booze and vinyls, is currently at $162 on the Big D value. So that's where we are. Do you want to see them? Do you want my notes?
No, I'm fine now. I'm
You
fine.
good? You're good now? You're
Hey,
good?
Paul, who brought you that book so you can write your notes down?
You did,
Go
but
fuck yourself.
all right. So real quick, in regard to which this is is this like our fastest episode
Wait,
ever?
wait, wait. We didn't do the beer part.
Well, you know,
I
she
gotta-
didn't bring it down. Oh, you're gonna go to
I'm
Spears?
go.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
it's
So
supposed to be a mystery beer. We can't jump segments.
okay. All right. Well, that would have been at the beginning.
Well,
So since last week it was a beer from Naked Brewing, and we are at Naked Brewing on Mill Street in Bristol, PA. So if you are in Bristol, you should stop by Naked Brewing. Our mystery beers today are again from Naked Brewing. So we don't know what it is.
I
Adam,
do.
myself, and Kristen. Megan knows what it is. So do we have all the same beer?
yes.
Okay. All right. So then I say we do on a count of 3. We hold on. First, let's do smell test.
chocolate.
Like the song.
Do you smell,
Like the
smell
song?
It
chocolate?
smells like chocolate.
Smells like sex.
Your hair smells like chocolate.
Yes.
Pick a 1975 song to say what it smells like.
Smells like the
Oh,
1975.
caramel, coffee, something.
It was a terrible title for the
Smells like
intro.
Matty Healy.
This smells like Matty Healy's breath when he kisses
This
you.
sounds like questionable pedophilia.
Wow, why do you know what that smells like, Adam?
Listen, I had a dark
Maybe it's
past.
caramel or coffee. I smell.
Okay, all
It
right.
smells
I don't know.
sweet.
right. So
No,
I'm
these
not
things aren't down here, so they won't be.
Beer
on the
gal, so
Okay.
you know.
So I say on the count of 3, we all take a sip, and then we can discuss this mystery beer.
All right.
All right, ready? 1,
Prost.
2, 3.
Oh,
Oh, fuck you, Kristen.
dang. Sorry, my hand's in the way.
That's interesting. I'm going to venture to say this is another sour though.
Yes,
but it's a light sour. So if it's a light sour
I don't know anything about the types
and
of
it's kind of
beers.
dark, it's not a Kolsch, which tend to also be on the more sour side. But this is actually pretty nice. I'm digging this.
I think I'll drink it.
I think it tastes better than it smells. I'll say that.
This seems
Really?
like something that like if you're like on a beach and you have to drink a beer all day, like it's light, it's kind of fruity-ish.
I'm gonna put together a montage of all the mystery beers where you say, "This is like sitting on a beach when you have to
That's
sit on
how-
a beach
that's
and
how-
drink all
listen,
day." This is what
that's how
it's
it-
gonna be every
Adam,
single
this
mystery
is
beer.
how Adam aspires to live
When
his
I-
life.
no,
Sitting on a beach
no,
all
not at
day,
all.
drinking beer.
But listen, if I say to you, "This is
Any
a
kind
good
of
have
beer.
to sit on the beach, drink a beer all day," you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
This isn't. This I could drink this on the beach
I
all
don't think
day.
I could drink
get
this
that.
on the beach.
Is this but without telling us what it is a high alcohol content? Jesus Christ, you're the worst employee at this point.
Again, I'm not a bartender.
It doesn't matter.
No, it does matter because anytime I'm answering a question, I have to read about the beer before I answer it, and the one that's on the website isn't up to date.
Oh, okay. All right. So we don't know what the ABV is
Can we
on
get
this.
what's your face down
You got
here?
a menu?
She'll be able to answer my
Where are
questions.
they?
She will be able to answer your questions momentarily, I'm sure.
Okay. All right. So I don't
I
know.
don't like it, and I'm not a beer gal.
No, I do like this. We have on the podcast today very special, as I was just saying a minute ago before we had to break again.
You all right? You sound like
You
you're
good?
breaking up.
I am. I'm
Okay.
okay. I'm good.
You sound like you're
Burp.
crying.
I'm verklempt. I'm
Do you
verklempt.
need like some Prilosec or something?
No, I'm gonna take a little sip. That might help.
Yeah.
It's been a long couple days. So we are at Naked Brewing in Bristol on Mill Street, and we have Hannah who works here at Naked Brewing. So you own the brewery, right? Is that how
I
it
don't
goes?
own the
You don't own a brewery.
My mom owns the
Your mom owns the brewery. Okay. All right. Cool.
So like, if we kill your mom,
Then you
Which
own the
we should
brewery.
not
You'll
do
own the
because she's
brewery.
a lovely person.
She's pretty cool. She rocks.
Would you-
I'm not saying she
I
doesn't.
wouldn't be good at it without her.
Would your mom punch Megan?
No.
Your mom's not as cool as you think she is.
No, she's not that cool.
Hard no.
All right. So, all right. So, can you tell before we get into the mystery beer that you have served us? Could you tell us a little bit about Naked Brewing?
Oh my gosh, I love Naked Brewing. It's my favorite place in the world. So cool.
Your mom doesn't listen to us. You can be honest.
No, it is. I'm here every single day on purpose. Even the days that I'm not working, I'm here drinking.
Yep.
It's awesome. We've been around since 2010. Started in a garage in my childhood neighbor's house, which is how my mom got involved. Was meeting them and eventually buying in. Yes, please.
Now, just out of curiosity,
Oh,
you said started in your neighbor's garage, local to where we are right now, or
About a half hour from here.
Okay.
Around Huntington Valley.
okay, we're the other location.
Yes,
Yeah.
the other location,
So-
our original spot.
And real quick, the locations are connected still, right? Okay.
Yes.
All right. Cool.
That's where we do all of our brewing. We bring it over here, and we're the only one with a kitchen here.
Okay.
Gotcha.
All right. And the kitchen.
I would say I
is-
have been to the Huntington Valley one, and there was a food truck. So
Yeah,
Okay.
so we do stuff like that over there. We do bands every once in a while, a couple metal shows, super cool.
Okay.
We're open every Friday, Saturday, Sunday over there, and then we're open 7 days a week here.
Okay. Cool.
We have
And
a kitchen, and Cheese Dogs joined us a little over a year ago, and it's
Mhm.
been better ever since. Nothing better than a dog and a beer.
yeah, no, the
Sounds
food
good.
the food is excellent, and the cool thing about the cheese dogs is it's like so many different varieties of like hot dogs that you never would have like thought of, and it's more than just hot dogs too. Are you checking out Adam's D?
Yeah, yeah. Big fan. Big fan.
Oh.
You're pregnant now, just so you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
But
You
but
touched it twice. It's probably
yeah,
well,
that's how it works in.
Yeah.
That's how it works in real life.
there you go. So no, there's like so many different varieties of hot dogs, and it's more than just hot dogs. There are sandwiches and whatnot, and like some other stuff. Like you have like cheesesteak
Mac and
egg
cheese
rolls
as well.
on the
Yes.
menu right now, and
Mhm.
and the mac and
Soups
cheese
and
and whatnot.
sandwiches, tots. We do loaded tots, and you
Mhm.
can build your own and make them super big and cool.
Nice.
big fan of tater tots.
Mhm.
And then here in Bristol, there's 2 floors, right? We got
Yes.
the downstairs where we're at right now, which is usually open to the public, and then the upstairs where Otsville Record Garage had our pop-up record store earlier today, and it was a lot of fun. And is anybody else buying records? Anybody even looking?
A lot of people have been looking,
Okay.
but nobody's bought any. This year.
Jerks,
I know.
jerks.
actually, when I walked in, there was a guy like standing on the street holding a record. I'm like, I know where that motherfucker
Mhm.
was.
That's right. So how many beers are on taps here?
We have right now 16, 17?
17 beers.
17,
Mm-hmm.
just about, maybe 16.
And and do you guys have like a flagship like these are like the beers that we do all the time, or is it like always different beers or different varieties?
It's kind of
beer?
both.
Okay.
We have a couple like flagship series. Like we have a Louis Lager series where every lager we have out is a part of our Louis line, which is my parents' dog. Super cool. He's
Okay.
He rocks.
Nice.
He's so cool.
Nice.
We have our Ted Stout's been around for a long time. The Thank Frank's been around for a long time. We used to do a Buck Naked Cream Ale. That was what I would have said was our flagship for a long time.
I remember to buy. You don't have that right now,
No,
right?
we
Yeah,
don't.
I've had that many times. It's actually you've had the Croydon Cream Ale from Neshaminy, right?
Yeah.
The Buck Naked Cream Ale is better than the Croydon Cream Ale
Okay.
from Neshaminy.
Can you take a deep breath and cough it out?
It is how it is. It's not coming out. It's not.
It is how it
It is how it is. It is how it is. We, it's been a long day.
Drink
it's been a long
some more and
weekend.
loosen it up.
Out of curiosity, if
That's
you,
what I tell them too when I take them out on dates.
you said you're here on your days off drinking. When you come in, you sit down at the bar. What's the beer that you're going to order for yourself?
Well, I have a new favorite every single day.
Mm.
So really it depends on what it's like outside. But right now I really like the Bitter Fitter. It's an ESB,
Mhm.
like pale ale. It kind of reminds me of a Smittix. It's
Okay.
not,
Okay.
like, super high carb. It's kind of light, easy to drink. It's not as bitter, I don't think.
Yeah, and from what I understand, it's a little bit. That one's a little bit lower of an ABV. Like it's around like
I think
4-ish,
it's 3.5.
3.5. Okay,
It's crazy light.
very very easy drinkable drink. Definitely. You know what?
Refreshing.
If I could sit there and I could take that, and if I could sit on the beach and drink a beer all day, that's probably the beer I would be drinking.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so you picked this out, or did Megan
did.
pick this? You picked this out,
I did.
and we're trying to
What
figure
are
out what
our
it is. So, all right, so I will say I do like the aroma, but I think it tastes better than it smells. We got some, Kristen, what were you saying you were getting off
Like
of it?
caramel or coffee or something.
Getting a little bit like vanilla-ish. The taste of it is,
My nose might be broken because I don't get that shit
Now
at
it
all.
smells like spit.
it reminds me of like a sour, but like a light sour, because I'm not a sour fan. Not big on the sours at all. But this is like a muted sour, which would lead me to believe it could be a Kolsch, but I don't think it's a Kolsch because it's too dark to be a Kolsch. So
You're honestly so like spot on just about. It is like a muted sour. It's a mixed beer.
it's a mixed beer.
It's a mixed
Oh,
beer.
wow. Okay.
So there is some sour and there's a hazy IPA.
And I love hazy IPAs. Okay. All right. So I'm going to go down. This is probably one of the few mystery beers where I can just flat out say I fucking like this beer.
I say this is, I think, the only. Oh no, the what's it called? The Budweiser Select.
Oh, yeah. You like the
Because that's like
Budweiser Select.
fucking drinking water. I say this might be the only mystery beer that I actually finished.
Yeah.
It's definitely good. It's interesting that you say it's mixed. So is that just like, is that something you guys normally do, or is it just like you're just like I'm gonna fuck around and mess with them?
So it
Both?
is something that but our other spot, John is the bartender there every single day. He's super cool. He's big time rocker. He has a whole board of mixed beers. He has different names for them. He does different recommendations from other people. He comes up with like silly little things for them.
Always fun
So this is one of his. So this is the Mooncat and the Swingers Club Sour. So it's swing your cat around.
Okay. So is this on tap, or you put it together?
No,
like
I
this?
mixed it.
Oh, so you mix it like okay, all right.
Now,
Cool.
do you go half and half, like 1-to-1 ratio, or
This
is
is
it?
a little less of the sour and a little more of the IPA.
Okay.
That's how I usually
Thank you for
do
doing that.
sours,
Yeah.
just because it can be a little much sometimes.
Yeah.
Then it really just all tastes like a sour.
So if someone wanted that, they came into the Bristol shop. How would they ask for like the mix? Like
Swing your
ask for
cat
what you
around.
want. Yes, you can
right?
tell
But
me. to
is
swing
that
my cat
is that on
around.
the board though? Anywhere?
No,
Or-
it's
oh,
not.
okay.
You can just tell me, and I recommend it to
like
people all the
a
time. I
secret
tell
drink.
people all the time about different mixes.
Maddie
Okay.
Healy told me to swim my cat around one time, and
Did
it got real uncomfortable.
Did it?
So
Did he
gross.
like grab the cat out of the audience and like
Mhm.
swing this around so I can kiss it?
Exactly, it was weird.
Yes. All right. Cool. Well, no, I like this, and you actually like this too.
Yeah,
Not
I'm
a-
not,
yeah, as
I'm
a-
not
not
a
a
beer
beer
drinker. You saw I came in, I ordered a cider, but
Nice.
this is tasty. I like it.
I'm glad you like it.
Nice, nice.
So thank you.
And
And the
Hannah,
cider was very delicious as well.
Hannah just proved that I can actually get flavor profiles right.
Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yes.
You're like a sommelier.
Nice job.
You were right about the vanilla. It is a pineapple upside down cake sour. So it has
Oh.
like that.
There you
caramely
go.
vanilla-y.
That was Paul that said
Awesome.
Oh, the
Yes.
caramel was me. Yeah, nice.
There you go. There you go. All right. So, Santa, since you're here, you get to do a special privilege. Not everybody gets to do this. All right, so this is the box of Mike. If you don't know,
Not everybody gets to do this. Just everybody but you at this
Everybody
table
but
has
you.
time to do
Everyone's
it.
been here before.
everybody who's on the podcast gets to do it. There's not a lot of people on the podcast. So what you're going to do, and now, okay, so real quick, I want to preempt this. That the episode that we're about to pick is going to be in 2 weeks. Next week is Black Friday, and it is our annual Christmas episode. So that'll be.
Will you release it Thursday like normal? Or?
No, it'll come out Friday on
Okay.
Black
Black
Friday.
Friday.
I actually explained that on it when we recorded it.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Maybe if you were paying attention.
Yeah. Mhm.
I was pretty drunk.
Yeah, you were, but I did it in the beginning. Did you show up drunk?
I had an entire bottle of wine and like 3 drinks.
Yeah, you were drunk. All right, so
Kristen was ripping shots at red lights.
Yeah.
Just like,
he's like, fuck it, I gotta hang out with those assholes again.
yeah.
So, all right, so you're gonna pick our next episode.
Yeah.
This episode will be in 2 weeks from now. So here you go.
Get to pick.
You get the pick. All right. Here you go.
Is
Do
that open it?
you want to open? Okay, you can open
As
it.
long as you don't open the
I don't-
envelope.
Yeah, as long as you don't
Yeah,
open
don't
it
look like
me.
an asshole.
Yeah, you're fine.
So you gotta open.
Good job.
No,
Like
no,
a-
you're
That's
doing
good. You're
a
good. You're
job.
good.
Is this a test?
You're
This
doing
is how somebody normal opens an envelope.
Okay.
Yes,
You're
yes.
doing a
All right. So
good
what do we
job.
got?
Pink Floyd Animals.
Ah,
Oh, nice.
Pink Floyd Animals will be in
Come
2
on.
weeks.
That's another listener.
That is
It
another
sounds
listener
like
pick.
Hannah wants to guest host.
Hannah, would you like to be?
Excited
Would you
about
like to
this.
drive an hour to the Otsville Record Garage and be on the Pink Floyd episode?
Depends on when.
All
An hour's not that far.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. Everything's an hour from Otsville, so that could work out.
That works.
This is also a possibility of having a friend of the podcast, Nick, back on
Yeah,
the
it's
show
true.
as well. 'cause
This
this is one of his
was
picks.
Nick's listener pick.
It was. So we got back to back listener picks.
The hat trick?
The hat
the
trick,
listener hat
the
trick.
listener
There you
hat
go.
trick. There you go. Which is also the first hat trick of season 2.
That's true. We haven't had a hat trick this season.
So, all right. So, Hannah, you hate the 1975, and you're going to punch Megan, right?
Sick.
We can, yeah,
Bonus
we'll talk
content?
about it.
Punch her.
We'll talk
Right now,
about it.
just punch her. Just jaw her. Like, real quick.
I mean, everybody has a price.
I will give you $1.
Did it hurt you?
I'll give you $1.
All right, Adam. Any more? Wait, I'll get to you in a second. Kristen, any more thoughts on this album?
No, I'm good.
All right,
Thanks.
Megan. This this was your pick. Any final thoughts? No, don't go
Thanks.
anywhere.
I'm just grabbing glasses.
Oh,
You don't have to grab glasses. I wanna grab glasses.
Yeah, I mean, I would recommend checking it out. At minimum, listen to the singles because the singles are good. But
Debatable.
it's worth a listen
Hypocrite.
at minimum.
Okay. All right. Adam, final thoughts on the album?
Same thing as I always say. Listen to it, form your own opinions.
Really? Because you seem to change your opinions on the style of
No.
music. I just want to say,
I'm sorry.
you fucking musical.
Listen to it when you walk into H&M to buy a sweater.
Is H&M even around anymore?
Yeah.
Oh, is it really? Oh, I
It's
don't
fucking
even know.
thriving.
All right, cool.
It's a German store.
Is it? Is
So-
it? So how would you say that in German?
It's Hennes and Moritz is what it
Oh.
stands for.
Ah.
It's a German, yeah.
Is it?
Mhm.
So you shop there quite often?
No, not
It's
anymore.
like- it's
I
like your
used to
go-
when I was a younger gal.
Didn't we all?
Now I literally never leave my house and just order everything from Amazon.
Wow, that's pretty sad.
Hashtag America.
Thanks, COVID,
There you go.
for creating an agoraphobic person.
I thought you were going to say Angora sweater. It's like, what the
I
fuck?
started to say Angora and messed that up.
Alright.
An agoraphobic lady.
There you go. There you go. And on that note, I have nothing else to say about this piece of shit album, except that Adam is a musical hypocrite, and he would put this right up there with Fun and Postal Service.
And
still
Megan and
true.
I will not be fist fighting.
No,
That is so disappointing. So disappointing. All right, so tune in next week for the Christmas episode. What?
Before you say
Before I
it,
say
before you say it, pause.
Before-
To get to the very last part and then pause.
I'm gonna pause.
Okay.
Why would I not
Why not?
pause?
Just do it. Just do it. Go ahead. Do your thing. Do your
No.
thing. Go ahead. Go.
Can I?
Proceed.
Can I do my thing?
You're
Are you
allowed
not
to
gonna
do-
jump
you're
in
allowed
like
to
the
do your
fucking
thing.
disc
Go ahead,
Oh,
go
okay.
ahead.
All right, cool. All right. On that note, it is time to.
Hannah, can you scream "move on" as loud as you can into the microphone?
Okay.
You gotta do it right though.
Do
You
it.
gotta do it right. Just scream.
Move on.
Wow, that's actually pretty fucking on there. That was not far off at all. That was pretty good.
Thank you.
All right.
Very nice.
Nice job.
Good job.
Nice work.